Why does your competitor land 50k clients with one LinkedIn post while your cold emails vanishing into the void? Aristotle cracked the code 2,300 years ago. Let me show you how to weaponize it. You're not bad at sales, you're just using outdated tactics in a world that craves authentic persuasion. Aristotle, the OG sales strategist, his three pillars, ethos, pathos, and logos, are the reason some messages go viral and others get ghosted. By the end of the video, you rewrite your pitch like a philosopher king. Ethos. How to become the obvious choice. Let's start with ethos, your credibility. But here's the truth, ethos isn't about you, it's about making your audience feel like you're the obvious choice. Aristotle called this character. It's about strategic proof. Let's break this down. Imagine two people pitch you. Person A, I'm a sales expert, hire me. Person B, last quarter I helped a startup with an exact niche increase qualified leads by 173% using Aristotle's framework. Want me to show you how? Who would you trust? Exactly. Person B, didn't brag. They provided relevance. Here's the mistake 99% of people make. They vomit their resume. 10 years of experience, certified this, award winning that. Nobody cares. Ethos is relevance, not credentials. Let me give you a real world example. Dan Henry grew his agency to 7 figures. How? He stopped saying we're a marketing agency. Instead, his cold email started with, we helped competitors' name generate 287k in 90 days. Here's the exact strategy we'd replicate for you. Boom! Instant ethos. No bragging, just proof. Now, how do you do this exactly? Let's reverse engineer it. Step 1 is the golden nugget formula. Every piece of ethos needs a specific result, e.g. increase sales by 73%, a relatable client, e.g. for a SaaS company in your niche, a bridge to their pain, which is going to be, if scaling without burnout matters to you, and then you continue the sentence. For example, I helped a CFO at a mid-sized e-commerce brand automate the invoicing process, saving 22 hours a month. If you're drowning in admin work, I can show you the same system. Step 2 would be embedding ethos everywhere. Your LinkedIn bio, cold emails, website, sprinkle ethos like breadcrumbs. It's free. So here's the template. I helped X type of client achieve Y result. Now teaching Z audience how to solve their pain. Here's an example. I helped 12 startups land Fortune 500 clients. Now teaching solopreneurs how to close high-ticket deals without salesy tactics. Here's a cold email line. I've seen companies like yours struggle with pain. That's what you're gonna put. When I helped client, this is what you're gonna change. Fix this. They resulted in X. You put the result. Let me show you how. That's another template for you. Step 3, the anti-brag hack. If you're new or lack case studies, borrow credibility. For example, I use the same framework Alex Omozi teaches to close 100k deals. Let me walk you through it. Or you could use the Fortune 500 uses this Aristotle tactic daily. Here's how to steal it. But wait, there's a landmine there. Ethos. Fail number 1, the empty brag. Saying, trust me, I'm an expert without proof. Solution, replace I with they. Here's a bad example. I'm great at sales. Now here's a good example. My clients average 3x ROI in 60 days. Here's how they did it. Ethos fail number 2, the mystery client. I helped a client make 1 million. That's too vague. Be specific. I helped a 5-business cybersecurity startup land 3 enterprise clients in Q1. Let's pause here. Open your LinkedIn profile. Rewrite your headline using the template. Helped X achieve Y. Now Z. Now let's dissect the real case study. I hope you actually did it. The case study will be looking like this. 0 to 50k freelancer. Karen was a freelance ghostwriter, getting ghosted. The old pitch. I'm a talented writer with 5 years experience. The crickets. Then she added ethos. I helped a fintech star rank number 1 on Google for buy now and pay later apps, driving 12,000 monthly visitors. I can do the same for your SaaS blog. Result: 8 booked calls in a week. No bragging, just proof. Now I'm gonna give you some homework. Audit every public facing profile, LinkedIn, website, etc. that belongs to you. Delete any I statements that lack proof. Then step 2, you're gonna add 2 to 3 golden nuggets using the formula above. And remember, ethos isn't static. Update it every time you get a win. A single case study can be repurposed 100 ways. Act 2. How to hijack emotions. Pathos isn't just being emotional, it's weaponizing emotion. So let's break this down. There are 4 emotional triggers that force action. Number 1 is fear of loss. What if your competitors outpace you by Q4? Number 2 will be hope for gain. Imagine hitting 2025 with 2x revenue and half the stress. Number 3 is guilt and insecurity. Your team deserves a leader who invests in your growth. Number 4, curiosity. Here's the secret 1% of founders use to automate outreach. In all those examples, I think you really felt the emotion I was trying to express / show you. Here's an example of how this would go. What I would consider a 20K LinkedIn post, something similar to what I posted earlier and got a 23K deal on LinkedIn. 3 years ago, I almost quit. My CAC was skyrocketing, my team was doubting me, and I cried in my Tesla. Then I discovered Aristotle's 3 hacks. What really changed the game for me was the pathos hack. 1.2 million ARR. Here's how. The result, 428 leads in 48 hours. Why? It tapped into fear of failure, hope of a turnaround, and curiosity. The hack. Grab your last sales speech. Find one line and replace it with a story that includes number 1, a struggle. I was stuck. A villain, rising ad costs. A breakthrough. Then I discovered X, a victory. Now we save 20 hours per week. Mistake alert. Over dramatizing. You die if you ignore this. That's kind of cringe. Or generic emotions. This will make you happy. That's weak. Fix it. Use specific sensory language. Here's a bad example. This strategy will help you earn more. A good example will be looking something like, you will finally breathe easy when payroll hits, knowing you've got 6 figures in the bank. I got another homework for you. I want you to rewrite your email subject line using one of the 4 triggers. For example, fee, urgent. Your competitor just stole your top client. Hope. Our Sarah went from 5K to 50K a month in 90 days. Now I'm going to move on to Act 3, which is logos, the logic layer. Logos isn't data dumping. It's strategic proof. Here's how to make logic irresistible. First, you're going to put the problem. You're losing 18K a month on inefficient onboarding. Then you put on the solution. Our software automates 80% of the process. Then you're going to put proof. Clients like X save 217K a year. Here's their case study. The money math tactic. If you close 2 extra deals per month at 10K each, that's 240K a year. This framework takes 1 hour to learn. Your ROI, that's 240K in 1 hour. A good case study would look something like this. A 500K analytics pitch. A data firm won enterprise clients by saying the following. Your team spends 300 hours a year on manual reports at $50 an hour. That's 15K down the drain. Tool cuts that to 20 hours. Net savings 13K per year. For 100 teams, that's $1.3 million. Boom, you've got logos. Logos made the ROI undeniable. Some mistake alerts. Data overload. Our algorithm uses blockchain and 17 metrics. Eyes glaze over. You don't need to include that. It also has no story. Dry stats without context. This is a bad thing. You need to fix it. Use analogy. Tracking sales without this tool is like driving with a blindfold. Here's the dashboard that removes it. Now it's your turn. Take your biggest stat and add a visual analogy. Saving 10 hours a week is like adding 2 extra work days every month. Now, some homework for you. Okay? I want you to comment one logic-driven hook for your service. For example, most agencies take 6 months to get results. We do it in 30 days, or you don't pay. Are you ready for the deadly mistake I promised? Mistake number 1, leading with logos. Starting with here's why we're better. It triggers skepticism. Always layer. Ethos. We've done this for others. Pathos. We've stressed about scaling. And then finally, logos. Here's the math that solves this. Do this and clients will beg to buy. Don't do it in the wrong order. So now we're going to have a case study deep dive. The 50K email breakdown. Let's dissect an exact message that closed a 50K deal using all 3 pillars. Here's the email, the subject. How competitor added 28K MRR without cold outreach. The body. Ethos. We helped competitor launched a LinkedIn funnel that brought in 22 high-ticket clients last quarter. Then we have the pathos. I know how exhausting it is to chase unresponsive leads. It almost killed my love for sales. Then we're gonna have logos. Their CAC dropped from 1,200 to 400. Here's the three-step system we used. Why it worked. It started with the ethos first. Borrowed credibility from a competitor. Then it had pathos as the punch, admitted struggle, built reliability. Then it went to logos as the close, specific savings plus simple steps. And now we're back to that part of the video, which is your turn. I want you to open your last outreach message, okay? Label lines as ethos, pathos, and logos. If you're missing one, revise it now. Here's a live example. Let's fix a blind line together, okay? So the original is, we offer SEO services to increase traffic. Then the revised one will be, we helped 12 e-commerce brands rank #1 on Google. That would be ethos. Then pathos would be, imagine waking up to 1,200 visitors a day without ads. Then logos would now be, our clients average 3x ROI in 6 months. Here's how. Now your homework now is to rewrite your weakest sales messaging using this structure. DM me for feedback. You can catch me on LinkedIn. Before you go, let's get real. You have two choices. Keep doing what you're doing, cold emails ignored, proposals ghosted, revenue stagnant, or you can try Aristotle's code. Ethos to earn trust, pathos to hook emotions, logos to justify the decision. But here's the catch. This only works if you apply it. Just need to smash the subscribe button. This channel is your unfair advantage. Watch my last video if you want to learn how to make more money online or see something interesting about AI. Some last words to you. Aristotle didn't write this for philosophers. He wrote it for doers. You've got the code. Now go for it. Go use it. And when you land the dream client, tag me and I'll celebrate with you. I'll probably post you as a testimonial. But that's the game of business. You should probably post me too for as a testimonial. If you did something for me and that benefited from you, like I said, every testimonial is worth it. Peace.